Hi, and welcome back to Lizard Studios. Today you are going to be making a series of photographs that we are going to put together later on to make an art gallery or to display at your house or wherever you want, okay? Now we're going to be also getting inspired on Lesson12. He is a very famous street artist, but not only street artist, he's a photographer and he's also an installation artist, okay? And we're going to talk about him in just a second and see his work. But the first thing that we need to do is get our materials on the table. Let's do it. Today you are going to need several things that we haven't used before, or we have, but you're gonna use them in a different way, okay? So you're gonna need a toy. You're gonna need something that you have at your house that you really like, a toy with a face, okay? Because we're gonna be using them as a model for our photographs, okay? So I have here a Monster High doll that I really like and I always kept. It was my daughter when she was little, but she didn't play with it anymore, so I kept it for me because I loved her. And I have here a little Hawaiian girl, which I also really like, my Angry Bird, which I really adore, and I have here a love monster that I also like a lot, and two little characters that my students gave me as a present, and I kept them because I wanted to put them in a video. And you're also gonna need magazines, okay, different magazines with different pictures inside that you could cut out and use as a background, okay? You're gonna need scissors to cut from the magazine. You're also going to need a camera, an iPad, or maybe a telephone to take photographs with. I have used my iPad, okay, and I'm going to be showing you those pictures in just a second, alright? So today's class is going to be based on photography. So we're going to look at artist Lesson12, and we're going to be looking at his photography. So let's begin. Lesson12 is an artist and he uses his creativity in different ways. He creates little people that he places in different places around the world, making installations. What is an installation? Well, an installation, as you see in these pictures here of Lesson12, are different scenes. He creates very tiny little scenes with his people and he leaves them on the street somewhere, okay? He leaves that installation somewhere so people can look at it. But first he takes photographs, okay? And he sells his photographs. That is his final work, okay? His final work is not making the little people, no. His final work is the photograph. So he first makes the little people, then he goes to the proper place and he puts his installation, he takes photographs, and then those photographs is the final work that he sells to people, okay? And he's very famous and he lives by his work. So it's fantastic and I really enjoy his photographs, okay? So today we are going to do the same. We're going to be inspired by him and we are going to use one of our toys so we could take pictures of our toy in different places. We are not only going to take a picture of our toy and leave it there, no. We're going to take the toy to different places and we're going to take those pictures. So let me show you how I took pictures and what I have done, okay? So I have made two series of work, okay? The first one that I made was this one. This is a final work that I have here, okay? I took my Hawaiian girl and I took her to various places. It had snowed at my house, okay? So I went and I took her out to the snow and I took a picture, as you see here. Then I took her to a brick setup that I had and I took a picture there. And then I put her on some wood that had fallen down with the snow and I took another picture there, okay? Then when I printed them out, I put all the work together so I could have a series of the same Hawaiian girl in different places. And that's what I want you to do today. So I'm going to put this over here and I'm going to show you what to do with the magazines, okay? Now, the first thing that I want you to do is think of places that you could go to and put your little toy at, okay? But if you cannot go out of your classroom or out of your house for any reason, and you cannot look for different places, this is a good option. And I have done this option with my Angry Bird, okay? So I looked through my magazine, okay? I had this magazine that is awesome. What I did was, I took these 3, I cut them out with my scissors. You cut them out with your scissors too. And I had these 3, well, I took 4 actually, but at the end, I just kept 3, see? So I took these 3 different places, and as you see, they have girls in those places. I'm gonna put my magazine away now. Okay, so they have girls in the different places. They have models there. In this one they have another girl here. In this one they have another girl. And in this one they have another woman there, another girl standing up. What I did was, I took my Angry Bird, okay, and I placed them on top of that magazine. And voila, look at my picture, okay? So I have my Angry Bird in this place. Then I took my Angry Bird, okay, and I put him right here so we couldn't see the girl. And I took the picture, I took the photograph from the top down, like this, click. So I took my camera, I made my picture, okay? And then I changed scenery, okay? And the woman was here, so I put my Angry Bird like it looked like he was on this rail right here. And I also took the picture, all right? And then I also took a picture right here in this different scenery, but this is the one that at the end I did not like too much. So I want you to pick 4 or 5 different scenes from the magazine, or take 4 or 5 different pictures of your animal, the one that you choose, wherever you want, all right? And do that. So today's work is for you to find either different scenes in the magazine, okay, and put them on your paper on a table, and take a picture of your dog. See, you could even use, if you have scenery like this, you need to pick a big toy or a smaller toy so you could cover whatever is behind that you need to cover. For example, in this one you could also use like this Hawaiian girl, see, and she will cover up the girl in the back. All right, so you need to pick your toy, the one that you like. You need to pick your scenes, all right? And in this class, you need to take your photographs, all right? So that's what I want you to do today. You could do it with your camera, you could do it with your iPad, or you could do it with your telephone, okay? And when you have those pictures, I want you to print them out, okay? Print out your pictures. Look at this. I have printed out my Angry Birds. Look at this, it's so cool. All right, and keep those pictures for next class, because in the next class we are going to be setting that up, and we are going to be setting up our little art gallery so you can enjoy it, your friends can enjoy it, your family can enjoy it, or you can give it to somebody as a present, okay? So let's review everything that we have done today, and then you take your camera and you go out there and take some pictures, all right? So today, you need to pick a toy that you really like, all right? You also need to pick from a magazine some scenery that you really like, or you could go out in your school and pick different places to take the picture of that little animal that you choose, okay? So once you have your photography done, your photos taken, you go back to the class and give them to your teacher, give them to your parents so they could print them out, and you could be ready for the next class, all right? Have fun, enjoy it, and yes, I cut my hair. Yes, now I have bangs. Well, see you next class. Be good, stay safe, and remember, creative minds build a better future. Bye-bye.